Welcome back. In this video, you will learn how you can create documents in Google Docs application directly and automatically from your Google Form responses and save the documents in Google Drive automatically. So guys, this is really useful if you are using form responses to collect data from your audience. And with the help of this automation, you do not have to manually copy and paste the data from the form responses and create the documents. It will happen automatically as and when someone is going to fill your form, and you will get the automatically generated documents inside your Google Drive. And the best part is we can set up this whole automation without any coding. So let me show you how it's done. So here I have given the name. Now let me click on create button and you can see the workflow page is loading up here. And on this page guys, you will find the basic building blocks of our automation. So these are the trigger and the action. So trigger is that event which starts the workflow and the action is the automated response of the trigger. In our use case guys, we want that whenever someone submits our Google form, the workflow should start working, take the responses, create a document and save it in Google Drive. So first of all, we need to set up the trigger as Google Forms responses form submission. Okay, so search for Google Forms here. Okay, then select the trigger event as new response received, and it will give you this webhook URL. So with the help of this URL, we are going to create a connection with the spreadsheet in which we are getting the responses out of the form. So every Google form is attached or connected with a spreadsheet in which it collects the data coming from the form responses. So let me show you the spreadsheet. This is a spreadsheet guys in which I am getting the response from this form. This is a form I have created. Here I am asking these things and all the things are getting saved here. Right, so we need to connect this spreadsheet here in this trigger in such a way that whenever the data enters here, the workflow triggers and capture the data. Okay. Now to create the connection, you need to follow these steps written here. These are really easy steps. Let me show you how you can perform the steps. So first of all guys, open your spreadsheet in an incognito window if you are using multiple Google accounts in the same browser as I am doing. Okay, if you're not using multiple accounts, you can make the connection in the same tab, but here I am opening it to make the proper connection. So first of all, open this spreadsheet in which you are getting the response in an incognito window if you're using multiple Google accounts in the same browser just like me. Okay, so in order to make the proper connection, it is better to open the spreadsheet here in an incognito mode. Now from here guys, you need to click on this extensions option, and from this add-ons menu click on get add-ons, and here you have to install an add-on which is called Pabbly Connect webhooks. So search for Pabbly, Pabbly Connect webhooks. Okay, and install this add-on here. Okay, so after installing it, you can refresh the spreadsheet. It will just take 2 minutes. And after installing this, you have to refresh the spreadsheet. That is an important step. And as you refresh the spreadsheet guys, after that when you click on extensions menu, you will find the Pabbly Connect webhooks option available here in the drop down. From here you have to click on this initial setup button. So when you open the initial setup, it will ask to enter the webhook URL that you got in your workflow, and here you have to mention the final data entry column in the trigger column. Final data column means the column in which the data is entering at the last. Here you can see G column is our last column in which the data is entering. Okay, so whenever the data is going to appear here, the workflow is going to trigger. That's why it is called the trigger column. So put capital G here. Okay, and let me copy the webhook URL from here. So as you're going to copy the webhook URL, it will start showing waiting for the webhook's response. This means now you can perform a test submission or bring some test data from your response sheet to here, and with the help of that data we can move forward in the automation setup. So let me open the spreadsheet here, and here in the webhook URL section paste the URL like this, and here you can see we have this send test button. Okay, So when you click on send test, the data of the first row that you have got here will be sent to the workflow as the test data. Let me show you. Here I'm clicking on send test, and here you can see test data sent successfully started showing up here. Now you can see the data in your workflow. Let me show you that. Here you can see, guys, we have received the data like this. It has started showing the trigger columns name, the timestamp, the spreadsheet's name, and the sheet name, sheet ID. Then we have the row index from where the data is coming. Then we have the phone number, last name, first name, expected salary, email address, designation. These are all the questions I have asked in the form, you can see. And the same responses that we had here in the spreadsheet is now captured here like this. Okay. Now you can click on submit here in the initial setup and close this window. And you have to do one thing more. From the extensions option, click on Pabbly Connect webhooks, and here check this send on event option as well. So when you check send on event, whenever a new response is captured here, the workflow is going to trigger. Okay. After getting the response, the test response here, we need to create a document out of a template that we have created in Google Docs application. So to create a new document created automatically with the help of Google Docs, use this action window, and here you have to search for Google Docs application. Here it is selected. Then select the trigger event as create document from template. Then click on connect button. From here, keep this existing connection option selected, then click on save. From here, guys, you can choose add new connection if you are creating a new connection with Google Docs, or if you have already created a connection, you can use existing option. Okay. Here I am clicking on sign in with Google to create a new connection. From this window, choose that Google account in which you have the Google Doc template created to create new documents. Okay. Select the relevant account. Then you have to provide some additional access to your account. So just click on continue from here. And you can see the authorization will be successful. That is completely safe, and you will be connected with Google Docs in a moment. Alright, so we are now connected, and here started asking for selecting the template's name. So I have many documents already created in Google Docs, and it is all showing up here. And the template I am using right now is this one. So this is a template I have created for job offer letters, and the name of the template is job offer letter template. So I'm going to select this one from this list. Here it is on the top, selected, and here it is asking for the new document's name. So you have to name a newly created document. So I'm going to use the test data that I have received here in the spreadsheet from the form response. And with the help of this data, I'm going to give a name. So let's say you want to provide the document's name on the name of the person who have filled the form. So you can just map this first name, last name labels or email ID labels here in this document's name field. So to map the labels, you just have to click here, and the previous step will appear in the drop down. And when you click on it, you will find the data like this. So from here, let me just map. Let's say the designation. Okay, I'm mapping the designation, so the new document will be on this name. Okay, according to the designation of the form submitter. Here it is asking for the location in your Google Drive's folder where you want to save this newly created document. Okay, so guys, let me show you my Google Drive folder. This is my Google Drive, and name of the folder is all offer letters. Okay, so I'm going to select the same here inside this list. Just search for all offer letters, and it will appear here like this. Just click on it to select the drive. So the newly generated documents will be saved here inside this Google Drive folder automatically. You do not need to manually upload the documents here. Okay, and here guys, you can see it started showing current date, employee name, designation, and the salary. Okay, so here you can see in this offer letter, guys, we have this current date, employee name, designation, and the salary, and double curly braces. These are called placeholders or variables of this offer letter template. So we can change these variables every time we are going to generate a new document. So that's why you have to place these variables in proper places here, so that we can fill the data automatically or dynamically whenever this automation is going to run. Okay. So here for the current date, you can see we have received this date time stamp here in this form response. So every form response comes with this timestamp, and it records the date and the time of the form submission. So guys, I'm going to split this date out of this timestamp, and I'm going to map the date here in the current date field. So to split it out, you can just click here on this plus icon before that, after the trigger, before Google Docs, and here another action window will appear. From here you can search for a feature which is called text formatter by Pabbly. With the help of text formatter and the action event which is called split text, we can split out the date out of that string. So just click on connect here, and here it will ask which text you want to split, what will be the separator, and what will be the part of the segment that you want to fetch out. So here in this text to split field, I'm going to map this timestamp label. So just click here guys, and from the first step map the timestamp, and here guys in the separator you can choose this space in between as the separator as well. You can choose any symbol, any number, any alphabet, but here I want to use this space in between because I want to split out this date. Okay, so to enter the space as the separator, just copy this format written in the help text and paste it here, and then select the segment index as first because date is the first part of this whole segment. Okay, so here I'm selecting first, then click on save and send test request button, and in the result you are going to get the date fetched out of the segment. Here you can see like this in the result label. Now we can map this result label here in these fields. So let me click here, but as I am clicking here now, you can see the previous steps are not appearing because we have added one step here in between the two steps. So you need to create the workflow sequentially. That means now we need to refresh the connection we have with Google Docs. For that, just click on connected once again, and from here keep this existing connection option selected and click on save one more time, and your connection with Google Docs will be refreshed. Okay, so the connection is refreshed, and now when you click here you can see the previous steps appear. From the second step, map the result label in the date. For the employee name, use the form responses. Here is the name, first name, and the last name. Let me map both of these things. Right. Then it is asking for the designation, map the designation and the salary. After mapping all the data, you can click on save and send test request button to create a document out of this template, and this newly created document, you will find it here in this folder in your Google Drive. Okay, let us see. I'm clicking on save and send test request button to check if this works. And here you can see guys, we have received this document ID. That means a new document has been created inside the Drive folder. Let us see in my Drives folder if we got a new document, and here we have got a new document created with the name as video creator, which was the designation of the person. And as I'm opening the document, here you can see guys, in place of the placeholders we got the date, the name, the designation, and the salary. So this is how it is going to work guys. So we are done setting up the automation, and you have to set up it only once. After that it will work automatically whenever you are going to receive a form response. Okay, and after that, if you want to share this file that you have saved in Google Drive, you can just add action steps here, and you can connect with Google Drive again. Google Drive, you can search for Google Drive, and to share the file link via Google Drive, we have an action event here which is called share a file with anyone. You can use this action window and action step and share the file with anyone as well. Okay, right now I'm just stopping this workflow here. You can extend this workflow according to your needs. And guys, I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description for a reference, so that you can clone this workflow in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly.
Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.